eyeshadows. We've got so many beautiful colors. So you can see I've got all my faves here. A lot are in the same kind of color tones, but some of these I use a lot. So what happens when I'm done? Instead of throwing out my entire palette, which we've all gotten used to when you go buy drugstore palettes, now I just pop this one little tin out like this. All of the makeup comes in tiny little tins like this, and they're magnetic. So when this runs out, I pop it out, replace it with the same color, and then just put it right back in, and it's magnetic. So that's how you get to customize your entire compact highlights, contours, illuminators, everything is exactly what you want for exactly that reason. I'm using the eyeshadow everything brush. I love it because of the fluffy end is incredible for blending, and this is a great crease brush, so you really get to have some really kind of more fine-tuned brush strokes right in there. I'm gonna start off with Mama, that tin that I took out. You can tell it's one of my faves, and I'm gonna put it on my entire lid. It's a beautiful matte pink. All of our eyeshadows are either mattes, shimmers, or glitter. We do have a couple, or a few I should say, that are cream, but the rest of them are powders, and they are amazing. You don't need, like, this is a fairly neutral color. I only put it in a little bit, and you can see the pigment is just so beautiful and strong. They honestly have become one of my favorites. Now I'm gonna go in and use this color called Miha, 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 Miha. Miha. So I'm gonna put Miha on, and I'm gonna put it with a crease brush right into my crease and into kind of the corner here as well. I always say I'm not a perfectionist, so my lines, you'll notice, aren't anything to write home about, but what's so great is as soon as I flip over this brush to that fluffy end, it's going to just blend out beautifully, so you don't have to worry about having any messy lines. Then I'm also gonna bring this right along my lash line. And this is just gonna help open up my eye just to the corner there. All right, other side. Now, if you have green eyes, even blue, but especially green, this Miha color is incredible. I would have never chosen this color before because I thought it's too bright, it's too much, but when you put it on and blend it out, it gets this gorgeous color and just makes your eyes pop. Now, I'm gonna go in here just along the lash line with this color called Soulmate. It's a little bit shimmery. And I'm gonna put that right along the lash line here. And then on the other side. Now another little fun trick I like to do is go back to that illuminator that I put right on top of my cheekbones, and I'm gonna put a little bit right into the very corner of my eye, right in here. And that's again gonna just make my eye look a little bit more open, bright. And then I'm just going to kind of bring it right into these other colors here and blend. And you can also use your finger for this as well. You don't have to use a brush for this part. When you use your finger, the kind of the shimmeriness of it is just accentuated. Now, if you had any fallout, you can do your eyes first and not do your end of your foundation after. But if you're like me, who's in a rush and always forgets to do that, then you can just go back to that brush that you originally put your highlights on and just go, and you're just gonna whisk it away. just like that. You don't even have to put any other products on. Whatever you have left on the brush is good, and that's just gonna really kind of clean up any mistakes. Now, gotta put on a little mascara. So you can use any mascara. I think it's very funny because we're called mascara, but we don't carry a mascara. So use your favorite. I'm starting off with the L'Oreal Voluminous Primer. If you have very thin or very blonde eyelashes, I have both. This will be your friend. So what it is meant to do is just elongate those very thin tips of your lashes, as well as just build a little bit of volume so that the mascara has something to hold on to. And that's the Gorgeous Mascara Eye. Now, if you are looking for some really good starter colors, that Soulmate that I put right along that base, that kind of pink sparkly one, is beautiful. The base of my lash line, I did that Mama, which is that very soft matte pink. I recommend that as well. And then there's a few other ones that I recommend too to get started. So this one here is Sabrina. It's a matte, beautiful to color to start off with. Things like this one here is a brown kind of, is called Basic. That also looks really good on all eye colors. And then I have another one here that I have in my main one that I use all the time. Where is it? Here. This one is called Bright Eyes. And that one is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous on all eye colors.